Today's video is brought to you by Onyx Off-Road, and the only reason I discovered the trail that we went to today is because I pulled up Onyx, I centered it on Hammertown, and I wanted to find something nearby. I just clicked Discover, I opened it up, I looked at a few of our options, and we decided on Bullfrog because it was not that far away. It was off of the race course, as we could see in the Onyx app. It showed us what the course was, and it just seemed like a cool spot. So we went, we explored it, we had a great time, and that made today's video possible. This app is like $29.99, and if you want to save an additional 20%, use coupon code DIRTLifestyle at checkout. Today on Dirt Lifestyle, we are 1,216 miles away from my home in Tacoma. We're gonna explore a place called Cougar Buttes. We're gonna meet a bunch of really good friends, and we're gonna continue this break-in procedure that I'm doing on this brand new Toyota Tacoma build. We're gonna have some wins and losses in today's video, but there is no doubt in my mind that we will absolutely be coming back here because this is a phenomenal place to wheel. To Dirt Lifestyle, we're at Cougar Buttes. This is a place I've never been to. It's just outside of Johnson Valley. We're gonna go find some rocks. We just spent the last week in Johnson Valley, California for King of the Hammers. And so today we want to get away from King of the Hammers, get away from the dust, get away from the people, and just enjoy the great outdoors with good company. I invited a few of my favorite friends in the industry to come out. They brought some other good people with them, and it looks like we've got a great group today. What do you think? Is it ominous or what?
Well, my 98-inch wheelbase is not, we'll see. I want to see these guys go up and see what lines they take, because there's multiple lines, it looks like 3 different ones. So we'll see what looks best for my wheelbase, and I don't know. I'll try it all, I don't know.
Yeah, everybody here is definitely longer than you.
Absolutely.
The first obstacle we're gonna hit today is Chicken Rock. This is not very difficult, but it's also could be difficult. This is a choose your own adventure type of line. I decided to go on kind of a medium to easy line because it's a long day. This is a pretty untested truck, and there's no reason to get too crazy on the very first obstacle. Marvin.
Yes, sir.
One of my best trail fam right here.
What's going on, man?
What trail are we doing today?
Cougar Buttes. Oh, Cougar Buttes.
Cougar Buttes. I think they said this one is Bullfrog.
Bullfrog? I don't know.
That was Chicken Rock.
That was Chicken Rock?
That was Chicken Rock. We're going into Bullfrog.
I've
so
never
you're
been here.
shows how much I know. This is my new friend Adam.
I'm Adam.
Adam, so you've been here before.
One other time. One other
sweet.
time.
That's like twice as many times as we've been here, so we're killing it.
We had a bit of an accident again. These things keep happening. Well, so the driveline, all the nuts, all the bolts sheared off. It dropped in between the transfer case and the frame, and we thought we were bound up. And so a dude tried to pull me out, and I let him hook it to his hitch ball, which I know you're never supposed to do. I've never known a guy where that actually went wrong.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, and here we are. And I was like, I'm just gonna let it go. He's just gonna pull me off the road. And the guy goes full send, full blast with a normal regular strap, and it just rips the ball off of his hitch, and it shot right through my radiator. Let me show you. It's easier if I just walk. The ball flew 30 feet, hit here, went straight up, and popped a hole in our radiator on the inside. And so we jammed a tube of JB Weld into it, and
then we put stop leak in it. So JB Weld, stop leak.
Yeah.
Then we put an egg in it.
Full egg, yeah.
And then we put another thing of stop leak in it.
Yeah.
And now it's not dripping much.
There's still a little bit.
A little water coming out,
yeah,
but
we just brought extra water. We're just gonna dump in there, and it saved the trip though.
Definitely.
We just crawled this obstacle. It worked. I was kind of nervous something was gonna happen, but yeah, she's holding together.
I would not recommend this repair for just anyone, but I know for sure he's going to flush this whole system when he gets home, when he puts a new radiator in it. Sure. And this is a good way to help get you off the trail or continue your week. Definitely not a permanent fix. After a couple of minutes of shooting the breeze, it was time to move on to a trail called Cakewalk. And apparently this one is more the same. It's some choose your own adventure. We've got a pretty nasty V-notch and a bunch of different routes around it. And I think many of us are eager to stretch our legs a little bit on these trucks. Pulling hard. Bro, thank you so much for like showing us
What not to do?
Well, dude, to be honest, I'm very relieved because this is how I saw it going to my Tacoma, and if someone didn't do this first, like now I have an excuse. You gave me an excuse to not wreck my Toyota.
Hey, this is my job, is to help everybody else out, you know?
Bro, both times you and I wheeled together, we're destroying your truck. I'm sorry about
last
that.
time it was just a tail light.
Yeah, that's true, and a little bit of hardtop.
Yeah.
Well, just a little bit.
It's just part
Well,
of the
let's get you pulled off this thing. While I was filming everybody's Jeep straddling this V-notch, Kelly was out finding an alternate route, and I gotta be honest, I was pretty pumped with what he discovered. Well, the V-notch is cool, but I mean,
That's not for me. That's not for me. It's not tough enough.
It's not tough enough, dude.
I'm going for a little bit more tough obstacles here.
Off the beaten path, one might say.
I don't want to be a follower. I want to pave my own trail.
Kelly is a leader. Might I say hero? Myself and the other two Washington boys decided to take the road less traveled, and we're going to go up an obstacle that I'm going to call Kelly's Crack. The consequences of Kelly's Crack are definitely much less dire than the big V-notch that our leader, Sam, fell into. But this obstacle is no slouch, and as you're going to see, a couple small mistakes are going to still lead to some big consequences. You got a tire in the air, Kelly.
I feel it.
All right. As far as you'd like. Yeah, buddy. A little bit. And just go straight. Come on. Bring it up. Perfect. I'm gonna go real slow. We'll start leveling out here in a minute. There you go. You got it, bud.
Nice, dude.
On paper, my Toyota should definitely climb better than Kelly's Jeep does. It's like 30 inches longer, so stability should not be a problem. But there's a big linchpin with this truck, and that's the departure angle. So as I'm going up this, that's the only thing that I'm really concerned about. Am I going to be able to make the truck go up the obstacle without the departure angle becoming a problem?
There you go. There you go. There, nice.
One comes right. Back to the driver. And you're on the rear bumper.
Everything was going great until it wasn't. That's just business as usual when you're out on the trail with your buddies. And this made me even more excited to figure out a flatbed option for this truck, because I've already raised the lowest part of the bed up 8 inches, and it still doesn't have the departure angle that I want. The truck slid on the hitch a little bit, which got the rear end off course, which made it to where the corner of the rear bumper was digging into the rock, and there was no choice. We had to pull cable in the front. We even had to pull cable in the rear so I could back up a little bit under the assistance of someone else's winch, and it wasn't that big of a deal, but definitely a little bit frustrating because I know this truck has potential. I just need to put the right parts on here to help unlock it. Definitely stay tuned for the flatbed conversion.
You got it though. You got to stay faster. Yeah. You're free. Nice.
recently installed an electric front locker in his Tacoma, and unfortunately it hasn't been working well at all this trip, and I could tell that he was going to have a giant problem with the bigger part of this obstacle. But because Max came all this way, he didn't want to back down, so he wanted to give it a shot, and I obliged. So I decided to step up. I was going to guide him up. I was going to give him his best route, his best shot to get all the way up to the top. But really quickly, I could tell that the tire that needed traction was the tire that was going to spin.
You're so close. Oh. That's making it so much more stable though when you did that. Yeah, try that. Come back. I know, but.
Alright, one more little bump, then I'll give up.
It's right there at the top.
Oh, shut it down.
Turn it off.
Exactly what I was thinking. Wait till we stop before it does that. What do I know?
So close.
This is a good time for an inspection.
Yeah.
That's what this does.
Check the oil on her.
So, who's gonna get her over? Maximus Prime.
Oh, dude.
What do you think? Well, did you have fun?
I think I fucking love rock crawling. You're gonna have to bleep that out. Oh, that was awesome. There's something about knowing you have a cage, you know, and just being like,
There's a certain level of security.
yeah, yeah.
Toyota things.
Hold on.
Hold up, let's get Maximus Prime back in his cage there. After we got Max on all 4 tires, we had a no start condition with his truck. So after wiggling a bunch of this really old, very used Toyota wiring, we were able to reconnect whatever the heck was disconnected. It fired right up, and then we were able to back him down and drive off the side of this obstacle. Sam wanted to cook up some chicken tacos for everybody, and then it was time to get back on the trail. I know that I speak for a lot of us when I say that this was the best day of the entire trip. When you're at an event like King of the Hammers, there's a lot of people flexing on each other, there's a lot of ego wrapped up in the vehicles, but since we were able to break away from a week of that and come out here with just really good, close friends whose primary objective is to have fun, it made this so much easier to just enjoy yourself and not worry about what other people think and just have a good time. It really helped us get back to our roots. The whole reason we do this in the first place. It's not to impress people. It's not to make some kind of a statement. It's to enjoy the great outdoors with your friends. It's to get in and out of trouble a couple of times and then to go home with a bunch of great stories. I, for one, am super grateful that we were able to discover this place, and I'm definitely going to be coming back here next year. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out today and being patient with Max and I and our Toyotas. We had a ton of fun. Thank you so much for watching. What a blast. This is really a real treat. What a great way to end King of the Hammers. And we'll see you next weekend, maybe in the snow.